I used to think Nevada was just empty desert and bright lights somewhere far ahead. But the moment I stepped into that wide open silence and felt the dry air settle on my skin, I realized this place isn't empty at all. It's honest. And the more time I spent here, the more I understood that Nevada doesn't try to impress you right away. It slowly pulls you in through space, light, and stillness. And somehow that makes every moment feel bigger than it looks. Number 10, Las Vegas Strip. When I walked onto the Las Vegas Strip, the calm desert feeling shifted into pure energy, and suddenly everything around me was glowing, moving, and alive, with lights stretching into the night sky and music drifting through the warm air as people moved with excitement like they were chasing something unforgettable. I felt small in the middle of it all, but also completely awake, because this place doesn't let you stand still. It pulls you forward with its rhythm, and even though it's loud and bright, there's a strange harmony to the chaos that makes it feel cinematic instead of overwhelming. Number 9, Red Rock Canyon. Just a short drive away, the noise faded behind me and the red cliffs of Red Rock Canyon rose quietly against the sky, glowing softly under the sun as the wind brushed across the open land. I slowed my steps without even thinking, because this place doesn't demand attention, it earns it through silence. And standing there surrounded by rock and sky, I felt grounded in a way that only wide open space can make you feel. Number 8, Lake Tahoe. As I reached Lake Tahoe, the desert heat turned into cool mountain air, and the deep blue water stretched out in front of me like glass, reflecting the sky so perfectly that it almost didn't seem real. I stood there watching the light move gently across the surface, and I felt a calm settle in my chest, because this place doesn't rush you or compete for attention. It simply lets you breathe and reminds you how powerful quiet beauty can be. Number 7, Valley of Fire. Driving through the Valley of Fire felt like stepping onto another planet, where the rocks burned bright orange under the sun, and every curve in the road revealed shapes carved slowly by time and wind. I felt a steady sense of wonder building inside me, not dramatic or loud, but quiet and strong, because this landscape doesn't need explanation. It speaks through color and texture alone, and that quiet mystery makes it unforgettable. Number 6, Hoover Dam. When I stood near the Hoover Dam, I felt the contrast immediately, because after so much open wilderness, this place felt solid and controlled, stretching confidently across the water below. The surface of the water was calm and still, reflecting the sky in soft silence, and I felt the balance between strength and peace, realizing that Nevada can hold both power and stillness without losing its character. Number 5, Reno. Arriving in Reno felt different from Las Vegas, because the lights were softer and the pace was more relaxed, with people walking casually and laughter coming from small corners instead of loud crowds. I felt comfortable here, like I didn't have to rush or chase anything, and that slower rhythm gave the night a warmth that felt welcoming instead of overwhelming. Number 4, Great Basin National Park. When I entered Great Basin National Park, the world seemed to stretch wider than I expected, and the silence felt deeper than anywhere else I had been, with mountains standing quietly in the distance beneath an endless sky. As daylight slowly faded and stars began to appear one by one, I felt incredibly small but completely present, like the universe had slowed down just enough for me to notice it. Number 3, Black Rock Desert. Out in the Black Rock Desert, the land felt open in a way that almost didn't seem real, because there were no distractions, no noise, just space in every direction blending into the horizon. My footsteps echoed lightly against the dry ground, and I felt exposed but free at the same time, like there was nothing separating me from the sky. And in that openness, I found a clarity that only emptiness can give you. Number 2, 7 Magic Mountains. Standing in front of the bright towers of 7 Magic Mountains, I felt a sudden shift from natural desert tones to bold color as stacked rocks rose playfully against the wide landscape. The bright shades felt almost rebellious in the middle of so much sand and earth, and I smiled without thinking, because this place doesn't try to blend in, it stands out on purpose, reminding me that even in the quietest places, creativity can still speak loudly. Number 1, Death Valley National Park. As I reached the edge of Death Valley, the heat wrapped around me gently and the land stretched out flat and endless beneath the sun, creating a silence that felt heavy but peaceful. Every step felt deliberate, and I didn't feel rushed or uncomfortable. I felt aware, like the land was asking me to respect its stillness. And in that quiet moment, I understood that sometimes the most powerful experiences come from places that say the least. By the time I left Nevada, I realized it wasn't just about bright cities or endless deserts. It was about contrast, about moving from noise to silence and back again without losing yourself along the way. What started as a place I thought I understood became a journey that surprised me at every turn. And somewhere between the lights, the mountains, and the open sky, I stopped looking for excitement and started feeling presence instead. And that's when Nevada truly stayed with me.